W.F. Howes presents an unabridged recording of Conversations with an Octopus by Rebecca Smith, narrated by Tania Rodrigues. Ottersea, South Devon. Things you might find in a rock pool. In the perpetual battle between gulls and crows, an uneasy truce had been declared. The tide had left something huge and strange on the rocks. Its head lay in a rock pool. Its limbs were cushioned by bladderwrack. Its skin was grazed and swollen, and areas that had been above the water when it floated were now burnt and cracked by the sun and salt. The birds crowded around it, harsh cries signalling their find. 6 o'clock. A middle-aged man in lime lycra ran along the promenade. He'd hoped to avoid the July heat, but it was already building, despite the early hour. He saw the commotion of birds and the prone figure, jumped down onto the beach and jogged across the sand, shouting and waving his arms to scare away the scavengers. As he got close, he saw that it was much, much too late. He took out his phone and checked how far he'd already run, not wanting to skimp on the morning session, before he dialed 999. D.I. Jim Paddon, whose case this would be, was still asleep in an ordinary terraced house a few streets back from the shore. The wing of steely grey hair that flopped across his forehead gave him the look of an ageing corvid, though his face was kind. The sleigh bed his former girlfriend had chosen was too short, and Jim, at 6'2", couldn't stretch out properly unless he lay diagonally. Now that he always slept alone, this was no longer a problem. Jim was dreaming that Johnny Cash was cooking him eggs for breakfast. They were both wearing long black coats. "Jim, you have to walk the line," Johnny Cash said. Dream Jim was hoping that Johnny Cash would start singing, but his phone woke him, and the dream evaporated. Mint Chop Chip. A couple of weeks before that body washed up, Lottie Haywood arrived in Ottersea. It was a sweltering Saturday afternoon. She got off the bus from Exeter St David's at the centre of the town by the floral clock. There was a crowd.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?